Imagine this. You wake up in the morning and you feel energized, focused, and ready to tackle the day. The chaos, the distractions, and the overwhelm are gone. You feel in control. Does that sound like a dream? Well, it doesn't have to be, because the daily habits you adopt will determine the quality of your life. What you do today, every single day, will either build the future you want or keep you stuck where you are. This isn't just about getting by. This is about thriving. This is about becoming the person you've always dreamed of being. And it starts with your daily habits. I want to ask you right now, how do you spend the first 30 minutes of your day? How do you start your morning? Because that first hour is the most important hour of your entire day. It sets the tone for everything that comes after it. When you wake up in the morning, your mind is like a sponge. The first things you take in will shape your mindset, your energy, and your attitude for the entire day. So what's the first thing you do? Do you reach for your phone? Do you scroll through emails, check social media, or dive into the chaos of the world? Let me tell you something, that's exactly the wrong way to start your day. Instead, what if you decided to take control of your morning? Or what if, instead of being a passenger in your life, you became the driver? I want you to start every morning with intention, and that starts with a powerful, transformative morning routine. Let's break it down. The first habit I want to talk about is gratitude. When you wake up, the first thing you do is think about 3 things you're grateful for. It could be big or small, your family, your health, the opportunity you have to build your future. Gratitude shifts your focus from what you don't have to what you do have. It's scientifically proven that gratitude rewires your brain to focus on the positive. And when you do that, your whole perspective changes. Think about it for a second. When you're feeling grateful, how does your day change? Suddenly life feels lighter. Challenges become opportunities. People around you seem more kind and supportive. Your energy rises. And here's what happens. The more you practice gratitude, the more you begin to attract positive things into your life. Gratitude is like a magnet for abundance. The next habit, morning movement. How many of you hit the snooze button when your alarm goes off? I used to do it all the time, but listen, there's a reason why your body feels sluggish in the morning. It's not awake yet. You have to wake it up. The first 10 minutes of your day should be spent moving. It doesn't have to be anything intense, but get that blood flowing. Whether it's stretching, yoga, a quick walk, or a full-blown workout, movement is crucial. Why? Because when you move your body, you release endorphins, the feel-good hormones. This sets the tone for your energy levels throughout the day. You will feel more alive, more focused, and more motivated. Next up, feed your mind. The quality of your thoughts will determine the quality of your day, and you need to feed your mind with powerful, positive, and life-changing content. Whether it's reading, listening to a podcast, or watching something inspiring, you need to set your mind on fire in the morning. The truth is, most people wake up and immediately start filling their minds with negative, draining information. They check the news, scroll through social media, and allow other people's problems to hijack their day. But not you. You're different. You start your day with something that elevates you. You feed your mind with knowledge, wisdom, and inspiration. The more you do this, the more you'll start to feel unstoppable. You'll start the day with clarity, focus, and drive. Action is another key habit that transforms your life. Every single day, you need to take massive action toward your goals. And I'm not talking about just doing busy work. I'm talking about doing something that pushes you closer to your vision. Even if it's small, even if it's just one thing, do something that moves you forward. The reality is, you can have the best plans, the best ideas, the most powerful intentions. But if you don't take action, it's all meaningless. Taking consistent action is what builds momentum. And momentum is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. When you start moving, when you start taking those small steps, you will quickly find that the universe starts aligning to support you. Doors begin to open, opportunities start to appear, and you start seeing progress. But it all starts with action. The next habit I want to mention is self-talk. What are you saying to yourself every day? Are you speaking life into your goals? Or are you talking yourself out of your potential? The words you say to yourself shape your identity. They determine what you believe is possible for your life. When you wake up in the morning, speak to yourself like a champion. Or say, today I will win. Say, I'm capable of anything I set my mind to. If you want to transform your life, you must transform the way you speak to yourself. The way you think determines the way you act, and the way you act will determine your results. Let's move to the next key habit, which is planning your day. Successful people don't just wake up and react to their day. They take control. They decide what their day will look like. And the key to this is planning. Before your day begins, set aside time to prioritize your tasks. What are the most important things that need to get done today? What will move you closer to your dreams? Write them down and schedule them. Make sure that you're focusing on the highest value activities, things that will get you closer to your goals. This habit of planning is a game changer. It's one of the reasons why high achievers are able to produce so much, because they know what they need to do and they execute. They don't let the day dictate their actions, they dictate the day. And finally, let's talk about reflection. At the end of the day, you need to reflect. How did today go? What did you accomplish? Where can you improve? What did you learn? This practice of reflection is what helps you grow. It helps you learn from your experiences. You can look at the day's challenges as lessons, not as failures. You can see where you could have done better, but you can also celebrate the wins. When you reflect, you're constantly evolving, constantly improving, and constantly getting better. This habit makes you more resilient. It helps you become more aware of what works and what doesn't. When you have these habits in place day after day, you will find yourself becoming more confident, more capable, and more aligned with your highest self. You will start to transform in ways that you never thought possible. Let me tell you something. If you want a different life, you've got to create different habits. It's not going to happen overnight, but every single day, these small habits will compound and transform your life. The time is now. Make today the day you start building the habits that will create your future. You have the power. You have the ability. Now, let's take action. Let's start building those daily habits and watch how your life will transform in ways you've never dreamed of. You've got this. I want you to think about something for a moment. Where you are today is a result of the decisions you've made up until this point. I know that's a hard truth to face sometimes, but it's empowering. Why? Because if your past decisions got you here, that means your future decisions will take you to where you want to go. That's the beauty of daily habits. They shape the path you're walking on. They dictate whether you stay stuck, whether you climb to new heights, or whether you soar. And let me tell you something right now. You deserve to soar. You deserve the best version of yourself. You deserve a life that you've always dreamed of. But here's the catch. It doesn't just happen. It takes commitment. It takes waking up every single day, looking at your goals and saying, I am taking action no matter what. Now, I know that every day isn't going to feel like sunshine and rainbows. I know there are days when you'll feel tired. I know there will be days when you'll want to quit. That's a part of the process. But let me tell you something about successful people. Successful people don't quit when it gets hard. They don't fold when challenges arise. In fact, they expect challenges. They know that obstacles are a part of the journey. And they use every obstacle as fuel to keep going. Now imagine this, you're faced with a challenge, and in that moment, you can either give up or rise above it. You choose to rise. You choose to look that challenge in the eye and say, this will not define me. I will overcome this. That's what makes the difference. Daily habits give you the strength to make those decisions. They build you up when life is throwing punches. They give you the mental toughness to say, I can do this. Because let me tell you something, the mind is the most powerful tool you have. And that's why what you feed it every day matters. I told you earlier about feeding your mind with powerful content. This is the core of everything, but you've got to take it further. What you listen to, what you read, who you spend time with, these things shape you day after day. If you're surrounding yourself with people who drag you down, who constantly tell you what's wrong with the world, what's wrong with you, what you can't do, that's poison. That's toxic energy that will hold you back. On the other hand, if you surround yourself with people who are high energy, high vibration, people who lift you up, people who challenge you to be your best self, that is fuel. That's the energy you need to go from where you are to where you want to be. And this is why your daily habits are not just actions. They are choices. Every decision you make, what you do in the morning, what you read, how you talk to yourself, shapes the direction you're headed in. Now you might be thinking, but Tony, I've tried to build good habits before and it didn't work. I always end up falling back into old patterns. And you know what? That's part of the journey too. Building new habits is like reprogramming your mind. You are taking years of old conditioning, years of patterns that may not serve you, and realigning them with the person you are becoming. And this process isn't always linear. Some days will be harder than others. Some days you'll be tempted to go back to your old ways. But here's the thing. The moment you decide to keep going, no matter what, you will start to see the shift. The little steps will begin to add up. Every time you push through, every time you make that choice to show up, it compounds. It builds momentum. The truth is, success doesn't come from one massive action. It comes from small actions done consistently. And here's why. Those small actions are what build the foundation. They create the muscle memory for success. Let me put it like this. If you want to build a skyscraper, it's not built in a day. It's built brick by brick. And the stronger the foundation, the higher it can go. That's what your habits do. They build the foundation. Now, let me share something personal with you. When I first started my journey, I wasn't always the person I am today. I was, like many of you, stuck in patterns of self-doubt, struggling to find the motivation to take action. But here's what changed everything for me. I made the decision to change my habits. I decided to wake up every day with purpose. I decided to get out of bed with a sense of gratitude, to get moving immediately, to feed my mind with powerful content, and to show up in a way that would push me forward, even if I didn't feel like it. I made a promise to myself that no matter what happened, I would never stop. And let me tell you, that promise is what got me through the toughest times. I'm sharing this with you today because I want you to know that you have the same power. Every single one of you has the ability to change your life by changing your habits. The power is in your hands. It always has been. So I want to challenge you today. What is one habit you are going to start today that will move you toward your goals? Maybe it's waking up 30 minutes earlier. Maybe it's replacing negative self-talk with affirmations. Maybe it's carving out time for movement every morning. Maybe it's setting aside time to read or to reflect. Whatever it is, make the decision now and then commit to it. You don't need to make a big leap. You don't need to change everything all at once. Just focus on one small habit and stick with it. Make it your non-negotiable and watch how that one habit compounds over time. It's the consistency that will change everything. It's not about perfect execution. It's about committed action. And as you build these habits, you'll start to realize something incredible. You are not the same person you were yesterday. You are evolving, growing, and becoming more of the person you were meant to be. And that's when you truly start living the life you deserve. So let's make today the start of something new. Let's take that first step. The habits you build today will become the life you live tomorrow. Remember, you don't have to do it all today. But take that first step. And once you start, keep going. You've got this. You are in control. Your future starts now. I want you to feel the power of your own decision. You've just taken the first step. You've set the intention. And that's all it takes to start changing your life. So I ask you, what is the one habit you're committing to today? I want you to feel it. Imagine how your life will look in a year if you stick with it. Feel the transformation, not just in your actions, but in your soul. You are becoming someone greater. You are becoming the best version of yourself. Now, write it down right now and declare to yourself, this is my new habit and I am committed to it. I will do it day by day and nothing will stop me. Feel that power. That is your future. That is who you're becoming. And remember, every single day matters. Every little decision, every small step, it's what adds up to greatness. Keep moving forward, one habit at a time. You've got everything you need inside of you to succeed. Let's go out there and make it happen. You are unstoppable. This is your time. This is your year. Let's do this. You've got this. Believe in yourself. You are capable of more than you've ever imagined. Now, take a moment. Close your eyes and just feel that power inside you. You are ready. You are capable. You are on your way. The best is yet to come.